Good afternoon. I'm continuing in my book, and the title that I'm talking about today is Identifying Emotional Patterns. Ready? The easiest way to identify emotional patterns is through your feelings. While a trauma, either real or perceived, will set up an initial pattern, similar situations target the pattern, providing an opportunity to either perpetuate or heal it. Anything that bothers you carries an emotional charge. As an awareness grows, you have more responses to handle the situation differently, learning from your past experiences. If you choose to ignore and suppress the feelings, the problem tends to magnify each time it presents itself. The essence of our life experience is to have experiences so we can learn, grow, and master. The experiences we learn most from all the ones than getting one's attention. For most of us, it takes pain to cause us to look at the situation. However, all too often, emotional trauma produces more pain than we can deal with, so we block it off with our conscious awareness. Since we are supposed to get wiser as we get older, learning from life's experiences, the unhealed emotional trauma eventually resurfaces. Why? Because there is something we need to learn. And what is the basic lesson? To come from love rather than fear. All emotions stem from either love or fear. Fear ultimately comes to a disconnection of one's spiritual source. Consequently, all religious and spiritual paths point to supreme spiritual being as the source of all that is. The goal is spiritual connection, which is reflected in the way we live our lives. Essentially, being spiritually aligned allows one to come from love and express the qualities of life, the positive qualities of life. The body holds emotional patterns regardless of conscious awareness. Since the body never lies and holds blocked energy, it is a good indicator of unresolved emotional issues. Oftentimes, the first indication of a problem is pain, physical, emotional, or both. Many physical problems have an emotional component, especially when they are chronic. Some emotions are so strong and evident that they are easy to recognize. When this is the case, we can approach the emotion by going to a specific emotion found in the emotional reference section and begin directly releasing it. Sometimes we bury our emotions and they are stored in the body until sufficient pressure builds, producing pain and disease in the area. To identify the emotion associated with a particular area of pain, locate the pain on the body charts and refer to the body reference as an associated emotion. So, if you have any pain anywhere in your body, tell me where it is, and I will try to find it in the chart, and we'll see what it says to do for that pain. Let me continue on. Once the emotion has been identified, it's the other side understood, and the lessons are the way out known. It needs to be released from the cellular memory. Caroline Miss, M-I-S-S, I think it's Mice, PhD, states that 70% of the body cells need to shift before a new direction becomes a reality. This explains why it makes more than conscious awareness of a pattern to shift. While understanding the problem is important, the body or cellular memory needs to get the message as well. Hence, the need for repetition in the clearing procedure. Identifying the core issues. When identifying an emotional pattern, the most effective way of changing a pattern is to be as specific as possible to get into the core issue. If you're using muscle testing, which is a way of connecting with your subconsciousness, and the description of the last chapter is a way of pinpointing the issue, you will find related areas that are close. Your indication of an emotion that is close, but not the main issue, is that the muscle will test spongy, rather than solidly strong or weak. Certain emotions, like bitterness and hate, relate to deeper issues in the reference. So see the post or see anger. As see past or see anger. Continuing to explore for the deeper emotion allows you to indicate the core issues. Working with the issue allows you to maximize your efficiency. However, there are related emotions to each core issue. Working with the surrounding emotions allows you to reduce the emotional intensity. Dealing with related emotions, and this is the last part I'm going to be reading today. When dealing with the core issue, one that requires applying the essential oil and doing the emotional repatterning 18 times a day for 7 weeks. That's a lot. 18 times a day for 7 weeks. It is common to have associated emotion surfaces in the process. If desired, you may add related emotions using different oils before you have a complex of 7 weeks. Or you may work with these related emotions using the same oil. For example, you may start with lavender to repattern fear of criticism and add fear of abandonment to the procedure before you are finished with the first emotion. During the clearing process, you may experience emotions surfacing quickly and intensely. If you use an oil, if using the oil brings up more emotions than you feel you can handle, take a break and process the emotions in a time frame that is comfortable. When you are ready to continue, pick up where you left off. Overwhelming emotions generally indicate underlying emotions that also need to be cleared. Working with them along with the core issues often reduces the overwhelming emotions. As memories of emotions surface, it is often helpful to write, go for a walk, meditate, talk to a close friend, or exercise. More information on writing techniques is found in the Clearing Enhancement section. And tomorrow I'll be talking about clearing emotional patterns. So that's it for today on there. Today is also Valentine's Day. I wanted to share Happy Valentine's Day with everybody. It's Valentine's for lovers. And I just wanted to let you know that I'm thinking of all of you, males and females, all alike. We are all created by God, and He loves all of us. And we need to think of Him for Valentine's Day too, because without Him, where would we be? So thank the Lord that He made us, that we can love Him in order to learn to love others. And through God, we can do anything because all things are possible in His name. And remember, I love you, and I want to wish you a happy Valentine's Day. Stay warm in this nasty weather. And speaking of warm, I hope that Jason Crocker is doing good in his little 3-day, 3-night adventure in the woods and on his land, trying to stay warm in this nasty weather. My toes are cold, and I'm right here in the house. And I'm sitting right by my oven with the oven door open, with heat coming out of it too, to stay warm. All of our pipes are frozen. We have no water. So, well, we have bottled water right here, a whole bunch of bottled water, but we experience some stuff right now. So I hope, like everybody has a warm house to stay in, and if you have animals, they're taken care of, and pray to God that they don't have broken pipes out where there ain't no water for you to, and hope it, when ours thaws out, that it don't explode where we have to get whole new plumbing, because that gets kind of costly. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day. Stay warm. Stay inside if you can. Don't go out unless you have to. And be safe if you do. Bundle up. Cover up every exposed area you can to save you from frostbite. Don't take long for that to set in, so be careful. Hope you have a wonderful day. Ta-ta for now.